awfully quiet, Mr. Mulder. I'm wondering which lie to believe.
From the X-Files to 2001: A Space Odyssey, science fiction has taught us that space is as eerie as it is vast, a place where strange phenomena, alien structures, and mysterious signals wait to be uncovered. But what happens when real-life space images echo the very mysteries Hollywood has dramatized for decades? NASA's telescopes and probes have captured breathtaking photos that sometimes defy our understanding of the universe. Some depict cosmic oddities too symmetrical, too luminous, or too precisely placed to be dismissed as coincidence. Others stir a visceral sense of unease, as if something or someone is out there staring back. The Black Knight Satellite.
Astronauts took a picture of some unidentified object in space. Once people saw that picture, they were convinced that it was an alien spacecraft or some kind of flying saucer.
Floating eerily above Earth, the object known as the Black Knight Satellite has stirred imaginations for decades. The photo that reignited the legend was taken during the STS-88 mission in 1998. In it, a dark, jagged figure floats just beyond the shuttle Endeavour, silent and unmoving. To believers, it was undeniable proof of an alien satellite that had been observing Earth for centuries. The shape, unlike any known spacecraft, seemed too structured to be debris and too alien to be ours. While NASA officially states the object is a thermal blanket accidentally released during a spacewalk, the mythos surrounding the Black Knight refuses to die. The idea traces back to newspaper articles from 1954 reporting unexplained satellites in orbit, before humanity had the ability to launch one. Then came the 1960 detection by the U.S. Department of Defense of an unknown object in polar orbit. Though later identified as a piece of the Discover 5 satellite, the mysterious sightings continued to pile up. What makes the Black Knight photo so terrifying is not necessarily what it shows, but what it represents: the possibility that Earth has been, or continues to be, watched by something not of this world. The Hexagon on Saturn.
There's a hexagonal structure at the North Pole of Saturn that's been photographed by the Cassini space probe. And NASA's saying, well, it's some kind of a storm or a wave or something, but it's been there for 30 years. And a hexagonal wave? Wait a minute. What? I thought waves were circular.
In 1981, the Voyager mission gave us our first look at one of Saturn's most bizarre features, a perfect six-sided hexagon swirling at the planet's north pole. Each side is about 8,600 miles long, longer than the diameter of Earth itself. Subsequent images by NASA's Cassini spacecraft only deepened the mystery, capturing an unchanging geometric shape in the midst of one of the solar system's most turbulent atmospheres. Scientists have speculated that the hexagon is caused by a standing wave pattern in Saturn's atmosphere, similar to a phenomenon observed in rotating fluids on Earth. But that only solves part of the mystery. Why a hexagon? Why has it remained stable for decades? And why do the clouds inside the hexagon rotate at different speeds than those outside? To the untrained eye, it looks like a constructed portal, a kind of cosmic gateway, engineered rather than naturally formed. Shining lights on Ceres.
It's a highly reflective, icy area of the object, because ice can be very reflective relative to any other kind of rock.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't take much to be more reflective than rock to show up blazingly in images you take of an object.
Gotcha.
So that's my guess.
When NASA's Dawn spacecraft approached the dwarf planet Ceres in 2015, it captured images that sparked immediate worldwide intrigue. In the midst of the dark, dusty landscape appeared two glowing white spots inside a massive crater known as the Ocator. The lights appeared to shine with their own internal energy, like a pair of eyes peering into space from the depths of a cosmic cave. Initial speculation ran wild. Was it ice? Salt? Alien beacons? Dawn's instruments later confirmed that the lights were large deposits of sodium carbonate, a kind of salt left behind by briny water that had reached the surface and evaporated. But even that explanation raised more questions. Why is Ceres geologically active? Why is there water under its surface? Could it support life? The brightness of the lights, combined with the mystery of their origin, taps into deep-rooted fears of the unknown. It's not hard to imagine these luminous spots as signals, intentional or otherwise, from an ancient civilization buried beneath the surface of this lonely world. Bright light on Mars.
Take a look at this picture of Mars. That light on the right side of the photo is creating quite a stir online, with some speculating the possibility of life on the red planet. NASA's Curiosity rover took the picture, and a NASA scientist tweeted the spot is probably just a cosmic ray.
On April 3, 2014, NASA's Curiosity rover captured an image on Mars that looks straight out of War of the Worlds. In the distance, a brilliant white light juts upward from the Martian surface, framed against the barren reddish landscape. Though the image was taken using the rover's navigation camera, which is prone to cosmic ray interference, the beam of light appears too distinct, too vertical to be easily dismissed. NASA suggested the light was either a cosmic ray hitting the camera's sensor or sunlight reflecting off a rock surface. Yet, strangely, similar anomalies have appeared in other Curiosity photos, often in different locations and under different lighting conditions. And while those explanations are plausible, they don't fully address why the beam appears to cast a subtle glow on the surrounding terrain. To many, the photo evokes classic sci-fi scenarios, hidden bases, alien signals, or even energy emissions from underground machinery. Whatever the case, the stark brilliance of the Martian light against its desolate surroundings continues to provoke one unsettling question: what else is Curiosity seeing that we aren't being told? The Cosmic Bat Nebula.
This came from NASA today. They just released it. This is the Cosmic Bat Nebula. And if you look at the picture, doesn't that look like a bat? Isn't it amazing? So what this is about 1,400 light years away from us, and it's made of gas and dust. And you see the lights that come out of this as well? Those are stars that are being born in this nebula.
Floating in the constellation of Ophiuchus lies LDN 43, otherwise known as the Cosmic Bat Nebula. The image, captured by Daniel Stern, reveals an unsettling outline, a dark winged figure stretching across the stars. Its thick dust clouds block starlight behind it, making the bat appear more solid than most nebulas, as if an entity is flying through space unnoticed. LDN 43 is actually a molecular cloud, a stellar nursery where stars are born. The darkness isn't empty, it's filled with cold gas and dust forming new suns. But its sharp, recognizable shape gives the impression of something alive lurking in the shadows of the cosmos. The cat's tail of Beta Pictoris. Beta Pictoris, a nearby star just 63 light-years from Earth, has long fascinated astronomers for its massive, active planetary disk. But new images from the James Webb Space Telescope added a layer of confusion and terror. Emerging from this young star's secondary disk is a long, curved strand of material dubbed the cat's tail. This sinuous, detached trail doesn't follow the known orbital patterns and bends in a way that scientists can't yet explain. Beta Pictoris is already known to host 2 giant exoplanets, but the presence of a strange, twisting dust tail adds chaos to what was once considered a well-understood system. Scientists suspect collisions, gravitational anomalies, or even undiscovered planets might be shaping the tail. But for now, it looks eerily like the kind of structure that would trace the path of something enormous moving through the system. Galactic ghouls and Halloween suns.
In the spirit of spooky season, NASA is sharing this throwback picture. It looks like a jack-o'-lantern, but this burning sphere is actually the sun. The Solar Dynamics Observatory shot this photo in October 2014. NASA officials say the pic, seen in ultraviolet light, shows some active regions on the sun burning more brightly than others.
Some space images are eerie not because of mystery, but because they resemble things we know all too well. One such image is NASA's Halloween sun, a composite showing the star's magnetic regions lit up like a jack-o'-lantern. With 2 glowing eyes, a jagged mouth, and flickering edges, the photo resembles a pumpkin lit from within. It's visually fun, but also unnerving, reminding us of the intense forces lurking on our life-giving star. Even more unsettling is the image of DR6, a star-forming region in the Milky Way. With hollowed-out regions shaped like eyes and a crooked mouth, it looks like a monstrous face. The eyes were formed by intense stellar winds from massive newborn stars, while the mouth spans several light-years. The ghastly visage is all natural, but its appearance stirs something deeply human, the feeling of being watched. Paired with the so-called face in the Pillars of Creation, where mid-infrared imaging reveals what looks like a hand reaching across the stars, these images suggest that even in the randomness of space, shapes emerge that hint at meaning. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these terrifying space photos unsettled you the most? Let us know in the comments section below.